Hello and welcome to the Quebec channel. I am Jason, your host. I'm really upset about all the stuff going on to do with disability in the UK. I mean, yes, I'm okay because I'm classed as severely disabled. I am the top tier of care flagged for me. But what about all the rest? They say that they're no longer going to allow people to go on disability payments or payment when it comes to depression and anxiety. And that shows a fundamental lack of knowledge by the people in power, the politicians. They have no fucking idea what it's like. I mean, my depression and my anxiety is all based on all the other problems and that, but even if all you're facing is depression or anxiety, what they're saying is the equivalent of shake it off, get back to work. And that is completely the wrong thing. Depression can kill. Depression can cause you to... depression and suicidal thoughts are completely different, but it can lead to it. Depression can take away all of your motivation, your enjoyment. It can cause physical ailments. And yes, the idea of, oh, we want to provide support so people who are depressed and people who have got anxiety can go back to work, but we don't have the infrastructure. We do not have the infrastructure to provide the support. It's been torn away for the last 15 years. The only help for people with depression and anxiety at the moment is charities. And that's scary. Because all of those charities are working at between 200 and 300% over capacity. Yes, I agree that people with depression and people with anxiety would be helped by getting back to work if the support was there. If whatever caused the depression and anxiety could be coped with and helped with. Then the idea of getting back to work, the achievement, the self-esteem that would come from going to work would be amazing. But without the actual plan, if it's just all words, if there's going to be no money, if it's going to be a band-aid over the top of an entire systemic problem, then people are going to die. People are going to end up committing suicide. People are going to end up so psychologically broken that they lose their houses, lose their homes, lose everything. Anxiety and depression cannot be fought alone, and you can't just tell people that, oh, you're no longer disabled, you're no longer thingy. Get back to work, shake it off, become a productive member of fucking society. You cannot do that if you have not got the support to back it up. You've got to have one-on-one. You've got to have medication when it's needed. You've got to have all these things set in place so people don't fall through the cracks. I am very lucky. By a quirk of fate, what causes me to be disabled actually causes me to have the ability to create coping strategies. It is exhausting. I am on a knife edge most of the time. There is always a chance of falling off and having a bad situation. There's always a chance of things going wrong, but I can cope. I have so many fucking coping strategies. It's unbelievable. But most people can't do that. Most people need the support. Remember, in 2019, before I went along this journey, I had all of that support back then. But do you know when you've got cancer, part of the package that you get when you've got cancer is a trauma specialist, senior psychologist. You are allocated a maximum, I think, of 2 or 3 visits. That's it. Anything more isn't paid for. Everything else is, apart from the mental health team, which is a different things, which are so, oh my God, so overloaded. Even though they're NHS, they have so many people they have to see a day. They can only allocate like 15, 20, 30 minutes maximum to you, unless you're a severe case. And so many people fall through the cracks. We need this support system completely re-engineered. If they want to get all of these people into work who would love to work with support, you need an infrastructure. And do you know what? They've also quietly removed something as well. And this is stupid. See, for a while, and it's not advertised, it wasn't advertised. If you were disabled and you decided you wanted to try to go back to work, you could actually get an agreement with the DWP that if you failed, if the work didn't work, if everything went wrong, you'd go straight back onto disability with all the same levels, and that it was like a safety net for you. They've quietly removed that, which shows that they don't really give a fuck, that they're not really trying to deal with this the right way. Every disabled person with anxiety and with depression who you want to get back and work needs that golden parachute, that guarantee that if things don't work out, they can get back into the system. Without that kind of system in place, you are going to have a massacre. If all of this stuff comes in after the next election, it is going to be an absolute massacre. Disabled people will drop like flies. There will be so many more deaths. It'll be in the news and that as people take their life or lose their home or give up on their family or can't do anything because they've been told that you're supposed to be in work, you aren't disabled, and they won't be able to cope. So that's the problem. And I really hope they try to sort this. It doesn't matter that I'm okay. Well, I said okay, I can be. That I'm covered because I'm classed as so severely ill, which isn't a nice label to have. But for all those that are going to be shifted off the system, I am very, very worried about them. I didn't know it. It's got another pocket here. I just found another pocket. Oh, another 2 pockets. Got a pocket down the side and a pocket there. Sorry, remember. Ooh. Focus, Jason. Focus. Okay then. Bye-bye for now.